Welcome everybody
I'm
to
on
another. Oh,
camera.
oh God, I'm not editing that out. I'm leaving it. Oh god, dude. Welcome everybody to another episode of Up Your Experience podcast. It's me, that Blaise and Bats guy, and we got Bats on the camera today. Bats, how's it going, dude?
Yeah, I'm actually like up, ready for visual effects and everything. The
You're
only
awake.
problem is now I can't switch to like 20 different games while I'm recording because then
This
y'all will
is
see me.
this is true. You'd be caught in
I'll be
whatever K.
intently staring at the camera like.
Dude, I catch myself when we're recording Bot G because that's like where I started doing this. Is like we have our cameras on most of the time, and I look around, or if the kids need something, I get up and I walk out, like, and then I come back and I'm just like, am I looking at the camera enough? And it's like this weird thing because like when I'm streaming, I don't ever think about it. Like I have my camera here, that's where I'm facing, and that's where I'm gaming. And then I check chat and I move back over because I actually used to have my camera on the right side, but now it's like this weird like back and forth. I don't know how I feel about it.
See, that's how I have like my camera's over here, but my main screen's over here.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I go back and forth. I don't know what's better. Who knows?
I honestly don't, but I'm in the same approach. Like I'll just mute, walk out, and then totally.
bro.
Wait till I'm like said.
I streamed on without a camera this week and had more viewers, and I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, like, I was like, I don't understand anymore. I don't get it.
It's all about the games.
But that's because of kids building forts in my office, and telling me they want to watch me game. And Logan's been sick. It's been a time. It's been a
Oh,
time.
I feel that.
But I saw the
feel
Mario
that.
movie, and it was sick.
Oh, nice.
And I don't know if you've heard the Jack Black song, Peaches.
I'm not.
But I swear they're like, all right, Jack Black, here's the deal. You're Bowser, and we just want you to write a song about Princess Peach. And he was like, I got you. And it's like popping off, dude. It's catchy. It's only like maybe 2 minutes. It's so good. It was good. It was a good movie. I'm about it.
All right, I gotta make sure I listen to it.
Did you watch Last of Us, the show?
I did not.
Okay, so there's this like talk about what is the best video game to like movie slash TV show adaptation, and like I don't even think you can compare anything that's been released before Last of Us and Mario to anything else. Like it's just they're just drastically better, and it's not close. Like the Halo
Are we
series
talking, like,
wasn't great from
real
what I
life
understand,
or animated?
but it doesn't matter. The Mario
Okay.
movie, like the Mario movie's animations were like beyond anything that I've seen as far as like trying to bring a video game over to an animation.
Because I know it's not like the actual video game, but I liked all the Resident Evil, like because they had the animated Resident Evil plus.
Oh,
like,
that's
the regular
true.
Resident Evil.
They did, and Resident Evil's not a bad series. Like it's pretty good. But like
I liked all of them.
but if you watch like the Last of Us TV show, you're like, holy crap, this is just better.
Yeah, I
Like-
needed HBO for that, and I was like, I don't really want to pay for HBO to watch.
No, I get it. Hey, but Papa
one
Pedro, dude.
show.
Daddy Pedro. Did you see that they're looking to bring a a Harry Potter like actual series where each season's a book to HBO?
That'd be kind of cool. Especially with like how it is, like with what they have now with CGI and everything, like how they did Magical Beasts.
Yeah,
That'd be crazy.
I think it'd be pretty cool.
First Harry Potter compared to like Magical Beast series, you're like, dang, we came a long way.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting idea. I've seen like rumors of like Adam Driver being Snape, and I was like, perfection.
That
And
would be
then
kind of cool, actually.
I have a hot take that Hagrid should be Pedro Pascal, and because it would be awesome. But no, I saw that. I thought that was pretty cool. But
There'd be a lot of CGI they'd have to do.
there would, and I wonder how they go about it. I don't know. Last of Us obviously had CGI in it, but it wasn't crazy. Like you couldn't really tell like the difference. And I think that it was really well done.
My
But
only thing is like, because if you're thinking of Hagrid has to be like a small giant,
yeah, that's fine.
and he's not
He's-
necessarily tall.
You know what?
I think what was that show that he's in with Nicolas Cage? Because isn't he like a little bit shorter than Nicolas Cage?
I don't know. I don't know how
I
tall he
keep
is.
seeing memes. I keep seeing memes about that wherever, where it's like when you're sitting in the car with your best friend, and it's like him and Nicolas Cage just staring at each other all crazy.
I like the one where he's like eating a sandwich. That's my
Yeah.
favorite one. There's so many
I
good
did see
Pedro
a clip
memes.
where it's like, these guys are looking at us. Don't look now. Don't look now. Look over casually, and he's just like,
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
I need to
Um,
figure out what show that is because it does look like something I need to watch.
I need to give a disclaimer
Ooh,
for from this
oh
point
no.
on into the episode because I have some things to say about this week. And you're gonna
Oh,
hear
you have
me,
some
yeah,
things.
yeah, you're gonna hear me use the abbreviation FAAFO, which I don't know if it stands for anything else. Don't care. It's FAAFO, which is my disclaimer. Remember, I said a disclaimer before this because words are about to be said that I don't normally say. 2 episodes in a row. I know,
Ah, okay.
crazy. All
I
right.
like how that only took me about 30 seconds to figure out what that
Yeah.
was.
Yeah. Okay. So it'll be referred to as FAFO after this, but initially
You
I
want
have
me
to
to say it?
explain. No. I have to explain what FAFO is because it's going to be very relevant to my games of the week, and it's fuck around and find out. And that's literally a good portion of my games this week. So if you hear me say FAFO from here on out, that's the name of the episode this week. I'm just throwing it out there. Just prepare yourself mentally. That's where I'm going.
I can only see some organization just hunting you down, like, what do you got against us? And then you go, no, you got to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, you
It
got to
has
listen to
nothing
it, dude. You got to understand the true meaning of what I'm talking about. But before we get there, Bats, how are your games this week?
Bad.
Bad.
They've been bad. Let me hold up. I think I put one.
Oh,
I don't
you
even know
did.
what's bad.
That
Yeah, I
one.
did.
That one was bad. That was really bad.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's the other one I had. Okay. So literally had a conquest game with an 0-9 Afro and an 0-19 Ishtar. And this was a 42-minute game. And I was told it's casual. I don't really have to try.
How are
You
you?
want to go try? Go play ranked.
They were 0 and 28 together.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was told that what do I need to, and it's like I'm not even like a little bit of non-botness would be like perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And they proceed to just try to downplay casual. It's like go play arena. Like if you're not gonna play
Yeah.
conquest at all, why are you even playing? Like I don't even like even a kill would be okay.
Yeah. Just anything.
One kill, maybe something.
Something.
And this Ishtar proceeded to like randomly be in areas that I don't even know how they got there.
Yeah, we love that.
Like duo lane for like 10 minutes and then everywhere on the map, like sometimes over in the enemy jungle, sometimes over by fire giant.
Yeah, you know,
Like, what?
you're second jungler. You know.
Wow, she was 6 levels down from the other ADC.
Oh.
Yeah, you would have lost it. You would have lost it.
You know what's crazy? I was 6 levels down in a game this week, and it was due to a Sasano kept telling me they were gonna gank, and then they would come over, and they would be like, "Ha, funnies," and they'd come over and like go and hit them once, and then walk away. In fact, they called gank one time. I was dancing burrow. I ulted into the tier 1 tower, hit the ult, got the damage off, landed a taunt, and where is my Sasano? Attacking the Bastion. I started that game 0-6, and I was 6 levels down.
I'm not gonna say anything because I have somebody who we know that would do that to me when I say, "Hey, I'm coming to game."
Yeah, I went 0-6 to start the game, 6 levels down. I came back that game. Just saying.
All I can say is when I say I'm ganking, I pretty much all in.
This is true. I'm just throwing it out there. I was not happy that game. I was not
Blaze
happy.
is sitting there like, I thought you were retreating. Heck no. Nope, we're going all in. I'll dive their tower.
That was me last night on set, dude. Oh, anywho.
But yeah, those are how my Smite games have been. So I have not been playing a lot of Smite. And in fact, I have been playing the Miles Morales
Yes, how is it?
Spider-Man. It's fun. The only complaint I have is as I am trying to unlock costumes, there's not as many costumes as in like the regular Spider-Man. I
Yeah, I've
have
heard that.
problems with that. And it's like, I like costumes. On
Yeah,
the other Spider-Man, dude, I played for like 300 hours just to unlock
just
all
to
these
lock them all,
costumes.
dude. Yeah,
And now it's like I come over to this one, it's like there's only 10. Now, don't
yeah.
get me wrong, they do have a cool one. That's like the Blue Beetle mixed with Spider-Man, which is kind of sick, except it doesn't have like the mechanical arms like the Blue Beetle
Did you
does.
see that there's a Blue Beetle movie coming out?
I did. I don't know how I feel about it.
I
It looks
I
kind of
I've
cool.
I've seen the trailer, and I was like, good job, DC. You
I,
released something again that I don't really care to see. Um,
well, I was like, I like the Blue Beetle, but it's gotta.
we'll
For
see.
me, you can't just have anybody be Blue Beetle because Blue Beetle has like a crazy personality that is just one of a kind compared to like he can't just be casual.
Yeah, I
Like Blue
don't.
Beetle's always got to be a nerd, but he's always joking around. He's never serious about anything.
I just feel like DC is really good at being like, hey, it'd be awesome, not casting or just not making a good movie. Like they're just like it's like they're incapable of doing it. Um,
I
I did. I mean,
yeah.
I'll be admit, like I didn't watch Justice League because I had no interest in it. Like the last ones I've seen are the Wonder Woman movies, which I thought were pretty good. Um, I didn't watch any of the Batman stuff. I'd say Joker was really good, and I would like to watch the Batman with oh, what is his name? Twilight guy. What? Oh my god.
Twilight guy.
Yeah. Oh
Oh,
my
the new
god, bro.
Batman.
What is his name?
Robinson?
Robert Pattinson. There we go.
Robert. Yeah.
Because I do like the styling of that movie. I like the styling. I think looked really cool, but I do think
It
DC likes
does.
to drop the ball on their movies quite often.
But it's just like how he said he was like the Twilight movies kind of ruined me for any other movie, and it's true. It's honestly true.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
was a Spike Lee vampire boy.
it's the same thing with Batman versus Superman. I couldn't get into it because how can I think of Daredevil as Spider or as Batman? Like,
Yeah,
he just
weird casting choice.
and he's like, well, I didn't want to be Daredevil. Why? That was a good Daredevil. I don't care what anybody says. Like that was a great movie.
Daredevil wasn't bad, for sure.
The problem is, the only problem they had is they tried to fit too much into the movie at one
Yeah,
time. Like
I
they
agree.
could have made it into two series and it would have been perfect if they just like left crap out, added a little bit more, and split it up. Other than that, I think the Daredevil movie was fantastic and just be remembered as that.
I guess this is a good time to mention that Spider-Man Across the Universe had a new trailer,
Oh, that's true.
and it looks really, really good. I had to watch it in neon pink because at the theater they decided that they didn't want to have the screen set up right, and it was this neon pink the whole entire trailer, which was very disorienting, but it looks sick nonetheless. There's a scene where they yell "Attack Spider-Man" and they have like hundreds of Spider-Men all going you across the thing. It was awesome. I love it. But
That
I
could
was
honestly
excited.
be why I've been seeing a bunch of trailers about like not trailers, but I guess clips and everything about like the different Spider-Man traveling stuff.
Dude,
Where it's like,
it
don't
looks
freak out,
sick.
but
It
I'm
looks
you
so
from
good.
another universe.
Yep. It looks absolutely insane, dude. I'm so excited for that movie. And the fact that it's like part one, I'm just hype. I'm hype.
Ooh, it's a part one.
Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah, it does look kind of cool.
What other games you been playing, man?
So I started playing Ratchet and Clank again.
Nice. Are you
And I
playing the
have
new
to
one on the
say-
PS5? Or are you playing one of the
No,
older
'cause
ones?
that is $70 right now. I was
Is it
like,
really?
Yeah, it's still
Oh my
$70.
god, dude.
I know. I was like, I would love to, but
It's good. I am not an
I
advocate of
know,
$70
I know.
games though.
I'm gonna go from like 1 through. I see. I don't know. It's like there's 6 of them. I don't
Yeah.
remember 6 of them, but like I don't remember playing one on PS4, so that could be why. But
Yeah.
started playing.
Well, they remade one of
and,
them too.
That's true. And like the way that, because I guess I had to be a PlayStation Plus member to play these damn games, which I don't understand why I just can't buy them. But I mean, whatever. I'll be a PlayStation Plus member for a month, beat everything, because I have no life. But anyways, I started playing it, and you have to stream these games. So for anybody who's not like accustomed to PlayStation Plus,
Oh,
I
you're
guess
doing the PlayStation Now thing. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
it's like for any PlayStation 3 game, you have to stream it. You can't just add it to your library and like download it. You got to go through like I want to say it's like a third-party service where you like wait there, download it. I mean, it's through
Yeah,
Sony,
it's still through Sony. It is weird. I've heard
but
about it. I
you
haven't
can't.
experienced it, but that's because I still have my PS3. Because I got one of
See,
the OG ones that was backwards
oh
compatible with
yeah.
PS2, PS1, and I was like, I'm not getting rid of this thing.
See, I thought it was a cool concept, so I started playing and found out I can't do anything to settings.
Oh,
So
really?
it's like the old analog stuff where right is left and left is right. And I tell you what, it is screwing me over hard,
That
making me not want
is
to play the game.
wild.
I was like, how did I ever play this way?
No, you had to have been able to change it back in the day. But now
That's
you're
what I
thinking about,
thought.
I really feel like the first one might have been that way though.
Well, because it's the same way with Jack and Dexter.
Oh god, dude, I hated that so much. Inverted controls can kick rocks. I don't know how people do it.
Dude, it can. I don't even know why they even thought that was a good idea. Hey, let's mess with people, make left, right, and right, left. It'll
Yeah,
be
dude.
great. And
You
then
know,
we'll
because
have
when you
lots
fly
of
the
clips.
airplane, you want to go up.
Well, okay, just because that's ingrained in me.
Yeah.
Honestly, that works. But when you don't make up and down invert at all, it's like now you're just messing with me. Now you're just trying to
True.
see how you can mess me up. So then played that. I played God of War Ragnarok. I didn't play a lot of it. I just kind of like played a little bit because I was like, if I get too far into this, I'm gonna like start calling off work. I'm not gonna show up for practices.
It's not gonna be there.
Be like, nah. But other than that, I played a little bit more Hogwarts Legacy. I've been trying to just 100 complete this part. Like, since I haven't been streaming it for a minute, just mainly because I've been so busy. I like anytime I'm down, I just kind of play it a little bit. Did play. Speaking of Mario, did play Mario Party 4 with Ember Leoni and Ember's girlfriend. It was fun until I started losing bad, and then I didn't even care anymore.
Sounds like Mario Party.
Yeah, I mean, I found why I drink now, and that's because Mario Party. Like, honestly,
that's the key right there. Like, why'd you start drinking? Too much Mario Party.
Well, dude, every time you're rolling the dice, and it's like, oh, hey, move one space.
Yep.
Every single time. Or when you get a 6, it's, oh, hey, you lose coins.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I hate this game. I don't even know why I played it. I hate
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, other than that, it's just been adulting stuff.
Yeah, I feel that.
Which I don't know if I should get into that now or after games of the week.
I don't know, man. It's up to you. It's your floor here. If you want to,
we'll just do after games of the week.
All right.
I feel like once we get after games of the week, we get off topic a lot, and then we always have to come back to it.
I mean, you're right. So this week's been interesting because I haven't streamed as much, and that's not because I haven't wanted to. Logan got sick on Thursday. Yeah, so Thursday night he felt a little warm. I didn't think anything of it, but like Friday, like took a turn. After we saw the Mario movie, he like started running a fever. So I didn't really stream Friday night. I ended up streaming Saturday, but then Sunday I took the day off. Monday I took off, and then today, yeah, I took off last night because he wasn't feeling well again. And I haven't been playing a ton on those days. I've actually been catching up on a bunch of anime. I do have a lot of games I've played in the past like week though, since we're recording on a Tuesday. Last Monday I played Wall World as a sponsored stream, and that game was pretty cool. It has like a roguelike component with like a Terraria component because you have your robot ship that goes up and down the wall, and then you like drill into the mined areas with your ship. You go in there, you harvest ores and different things. You can upgrade your suit, you can upgrade your ship. Then it's like a tower defense thing going on. It was pretty cool. It was a good time.
I did watch you do that. It looked pretty awesome.
I played it for a couple
watch
hours.
One where, though you were muted because I was also doing something else, but I watched you like ran for a tower defense, whatever.
Mhm.
Like, I guess a spaceship defense. I don't even know how you just like docked into something and then you started shooting like enemy invaders.
Yeah.
And then it looked like they were still invading. You're like, nah, I'm backing out.
Yeah,
I was like, how do you do that? What?
I went too far down. If you go too far down or too far up early on, like you just get ran at by enemies. And I made a mistake. My last run, I went too far down, and I start getting chased by enemies. Like, oh god, they're gonna be here when the boss spawns. Boss spawns, I like insta died, and I was like, oh, okay, that feels good. We love that. We love that. Then we had some team practice this past week. We had a really weird week of comp smite. We were supposed to play 2 different comp matches because of one getting delayed. That team forfeited because they could only play 2 days. And then we were supposed to play, but we had to forfeit because Kenny was out. So we put Hockey in solo, Suave in mid. And then Hockey lost power, so we put Embers in. And then Bats lost power, and I was like, we don't have a team. And the enemy team's like, so we could give you to like 10. And I was like, bro, I promise you, it's not gonna matter. Like Hockey ain't playing that late, and Bats is getting water out of his basement, bro. Like 10 o'clock ain't helping us.
I totally forgot about that. I mean, I guess I would have remembered when I was talking about the adulting stuff, but yeah.
I mean, shout outs to them for at least trying to help us out with the time, though. Like, I do appreciate it. I just knew that there was no shot that game was happening for us that night.
But yeah, when you were like team practice, I was like, I don't even remember playing with the team for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we did team practice because I played Cupid and popped off. It was me, you, Hockey, and Suave. I played Cupid, went 16, 8, and 10.
Wait, was I in it?
Yes, you were. You were playing Hercules Jungle.
Oh, okay. Well, then I that's why I don't remember, because I didn't take it seriously and I was just having fun. I think I was popping off too.
I went 16, 8, and 10. Let's see. I don't know what you went. I'll look in a second though.
I don't think I popped off that much, but
you went. Yeah, you did good. you had fun that game. I'm not doing that to you.
I think I was more of just like, I'm gonna just get people kills because I'm Hercules.
You know, you were tied for the most deaths. Let's just put it that way.
That's my problem when I play Hercules. Like, towards the end, I'm like, I'm invincible. And it's like, oh, wait, no, I'm
not. No, I'm not. I played Hachi, man. That went okay. I was trying my build with Hachi, man. And my build slaps. I'm not being told otherwise. My build is cracked. If you like doing crit damage without buying crit items and just shredding prots, it's amazing. Now, if you want movement speed, go the crit build. But if you wanted to shred people down, my build is key. You go Arrow, and you'll upgrade it to Diamond Arrow. You go Bloodforge, Kins, Dominant, Silver Branch, Ferocious Executioner. You go Burr. I'm trying to figure out where Griffin Wing goes instead, like swap an item out, because I think Griffin Wing is really actually OP.
I was gonna say,
silly right now.
Griffin Wing and builds right now with crit.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy that I've been saying that item's slowly but surely getting better.
Well,
and
I mean, once they did what they did to it, where they added that buff to where it wasn't just Garbo, it got definitely better.
I mean, it got buffed in 10.3 though, and I was like, I think this might actually finally be good. I think most people are still going to consider it a meme item, and I don't care. Like, I enjoy building it for fun. But that item is good.
I've been watching pros, and they actually build it now that the Executioner has anti-heal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like viable.
It's really good.
You put that on there, and you're just applying it with the Envenom.
You just go Burr. But that was the same night the kids built the fort in my office, so that was fun. We had a good time. I played that first game. I played Cupid because Logan looked at the screen and goes, "That's who you should play." I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
I casted the Asgard Okami game on Wednesday. That was a good time. I need to get that posted to YouTube if you want to go watch the VOD. It was a good set. They kind of slapped.
I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to message you first.
Okay. Then I thought I got hit by a Medusa ult through a wall, and I've went back and watched this play like 4 times, and I'm still convinced that I did. Oh, yeah, we can. Sorry, I saw your DM. I'm still convinced I got clipped through the wall, but I'm not 100% sure, but it really did look like that. I got multiple objective stills that night. I think I stole like 3 gold furies, one of which is my favorite, is I procced Izanami one. I was fighting 1v3, and my one came off of the stem and went back to autos that passed through, and that's how I stole the gold fury. Bats reminded me about the crazy fast AMC in the Asgard Okami game that I didn't cast. That was the next night because they had like a doubleheader that week.
I wish you would have cast it.
I wish I did too because that AMC went burr, dude. I've never this AMC outran his bees.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I didn't get to go back and look at it. I was told that it was lag and they gave themselves up. I don't know, dude. I've never lagged so hard that I went faster than my bees, and that's all I'm saying.
As somebody who plays with Boss and knows what lag looks like, I've never seen Boss just speed run past any of his abilities.
Yeah, dude.
And we're talking this AMC was faster than when they first released AMC, and his dang hives could stack.
True.
As you're watching it, it's like, woof. Wait a minute, who was that? Looked like AMC had a special dash. They added a fifth ability to him called is a dash or something like that.
I forgot what game it was now that I'm thinking about it. There was a game this week that I played against a Chiron. And shoutouts to that guy. If you're playing Chiron right now, you suck. Okay? I'm tired of this vital amplifier.
Is the guy I know exactly the one that was messaging you?
Okay. Yeah. No. Was he messaging? I don't remember. All I know, if you're building vital amplifier,
really hard if you want to kill.
Yeah. If you're building vital amplifier, Chiron, kick rocks. Okay. Is that the McLovin game? I think that was that guy's name.
I think because he definitely messed it. Because remember, then you started bodying him in his camps.
Dude, I don't know. I feel bad because the guy sincerely ulted me, and he hit me, and I was down to like 20 health, and he missed 2 shots in a row, and he would have gotten the reset, and I bodied and killed him anyway, which felt really, really good. I don't remember who I was playing that game though, but I remember that happened this past week. I've been playing a lot of Marty. And we like to party on Marty. I have been fragging. And here's the deal. I'm not hearing it. I am not hearing this build, power, ability-based Martichorus, okay? I'm not hearing it because I keep not building it, and I do things like go 11, 2, and 10. I keep not building it, and I play him in Conquest the other day, and I go 18, 6, and 7 and get a Penta. I'm just saying, maybe...
I'm hearing a show off.
Maybe you don't go ability-based. That's all I'm saying. Throwing it out there. That's the second Pinta I got this week because I got a Pinta on Izanami and Assault too. Shoutouts to Boss for attempting to get a Pinta on Achilles and just not wanting it. He just didn't want it. And that's unfortunate. Other than that, I did have a crazy Sasano game in Arena. So after Bot G recording, we're like, hey, let's run a game of Arena after the podcast's over. And Riggs goes, hey, who's going to be the Sasano to my Afro? And I go, Riggs, are we serious right now? And he goes, yeah, man. I go, okay, I'm going to play Sasano. I went 23 and 12. 20?
You tricked me.
3 and 12.
I thought that was a conquest when you sent it to me. I honestly had to go look. That's why I was like, show off.
I also I built Tainted that game, and I also didn't get a Penta. I got a quad and then got killed by a crit Donzenburo and was super sad. Other than that, what else did I play this week? I did some Izanami. It went well. Got a steal on that. It felt good. And then I did some Charybdis and a Slash kind of popped off. I played Nox support. And I was hitting absolutely everything, being a menace, even though we lost that game.
I mean, you are a Nox main. So.
I am. I went 15-5 on 10 on Cupid, and we lost, which feels really, really good. And I played Set Jungle the other day, and that felt pretty nice. That's pretty much what's been going on Smite. Smite's in a weird spot, man. Because I like the changes they made in 10.3 in the sense of, like, for ADC players. But I feel sincerely bad for solo players because tanks are kind of irrelevant right now. Like, warriors are in this weird spot again.
They don't just get to run at people.
No. It's just weird, dude. I don't know. I feel bad for them. Strange time to be alive.
I really don't, because I was one of those people that kept getting ran at by tanks that would never die and tank like 6 tower shots.
True.
And honestly, it's aggravating.
I forgot to mention, we did have a game with a 19-4 and 10 set. with a split poaching Loki, and they lost, and then we went against them the next game, and we got
I
smacked.
forgot
But
about that one.
that was
they
fun.
try hard, didn't
They did go try hard the second game. Really, really bad. Other than that, I've been playing some League. Actually, let me rewind. I played Guild Wars 2 this week, which was fun until I crashed. Played New World. It's still New World. It's meh. Then I played League. And League has been a time. I had a Kaisa game with Boss and Ash, and I popped off. Had a good time. And then I had some shenanigans in ARAM where I went 0-2-28 to start the ARAM game. And the last fight is where I picked up 4 kills, and I ended my game 4-3-30 on Lux. But it needs to be mentioned that something happened yesterday in League. And when people are toxic and you can instantly return that to them in a gift wrap package, it just feels good. And me and Boss, we're in the duo lane. We're getting ran down, okay? They have a misfortune. She fires an ability. I almost lose half of my health, like instantly. So this game's not going well. Our mid's a Kali. She's 0-9. Just getting dominated in the mid lane. And they have our tier 1, tier 2 inhibs down in mid and bot. They have our 2 turrets at Nexus down. They're attacking our Nexus. I trade out the misfortune and kill her. And I die too. I get back up, running down lane with my team. Oh, look at this. Misfortune has decided that she wants to just go in the game. I back. I kill Misfortune again. Not only do we kill her, we ace the team, run, and like as I killed her the first time, she goes GG in the chat. As we ace them and run it down mid, we end the game. We ran it down mid and ended the game as they spawned and fought us. But man, did it feel so good that someone went in all chat and typed GG, like easy or whatever, and then they get just beat. Oh, I live for it.
Yeah, I don't think you want to put that in chat.
No. If you need to make sure that game is secured victory. Secure victory. And then the reason this episode I talked about FAAFO is 2 things happened this week. I was playing Heimerdinger. And actually, this happened in several games. People decided that they could challenge me for no reason, like this misfortune, and she found out. Played Heimerdinger with Boss in ARAM. And at one point, the enemy team's running up, and I hide in a bush. I said, Boss, do you want to see something funny? He goes, there's no way this works. And the way Heimerdinger works is you ult, and it buffs one of his abilities, like upgrades it tremendously. And he has a turret. So I ult, throw down the turret, double kill, half health somebody else, and I was like, they found out, bro. They found out. They stepped up to the bush, and they found out. This also happened during my pentakill Marty game, where I drop some grass, and I'm standing in it so we can all back after we've gotten Fire Giant in a tier 2. And here comes a lonely Neja running up to my bush. And I pop out of this bush and literally 2-1 him, and he dies. And he found out. So a lot of people found out this week, okay? You're going to step up. You're going to find out. Also broke the mid-tier 2 call this week. Broke the curse of calling take mid-tier 2 and then losing and getting decided off of it. Broke that curse this week. Also played Fortnite with Luke and dropped a 16-kill duo game because they found out. All right. And if you don't know...
Aren't you going to say the disclaimer?
About the origin of FAAFO, I did. I said at the beginning. If you haven't...
Just the beginning, you're supposed to be saying this like constantly.
No.
You just keep saying they found out. You're supposed to be FAAFO.
FAAFO, dude. If... I don't even remember what I was saying.
Origin of FAAFO.
Oh, yeah. Origin of FAAFO. If you have not seen the GIF where the guy's on a board and he has the graph drawn out for like a stats graph, and one side's fuck around, the other side's find out, and there's just a line going in between it. Like, that's it. Best GIF. Easy claps. That's all I'm saying. That's pretty much my games this week. I played some other stuff. Tried out Shovel Knight. Game slaps. That's what I got. gaming news slash bats rant time.
Oh well, I remember a game that
Okay.
that I have to mention. As and I played some assault. I always forget about my assault games, but I had a Bastet game where I went 17-5 and like who
Ooh.
cares about assists? And I mean their whole team was just running at me as I was bodying them.
Dude,
It made me
that
have new
feels good.
confidence in Bastet.
Dude, it always feels good when you get an assassin or like just like a real squishy character like that has to like get in there to get kills and you just pop off an assault.
Yeah,
It's a good feeling.
great.
It's a good feeling.
It's nice. All right, so rant time. Yeah. I'm not gonna get too far into this because I'm not trying to throw shade anywhere, anything like that. But I would just say I've had the worst. I don't even know if I can say it's a doctor experience because they were a nurse practitioner. I don't know if they're the same or not. I don't know if there's a difference.
There is. It's not, but
honestly,
it's not a huge difference, but there is.
I didn't think there was, but the way that this person like treated me was like they were God's gift to Earth.
Yeah, dude, we love that.
Over filling out forms that I later found out that they have no right to deny, which they did deny.
We also love that.
And, yeah, I was like, because I was talking to my work about it, and I was like, I know you require this. And like, they can't deny it. If you're like going there, they have to fill it out. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, they FAAFO'd because I called and said I'm never seeing them again.
Yeah. Lots of people were FAAFOing this week, dude.
But yeah, I just had to bring it up because I'm still like actually upset. I'm so upset about it. I went to Harbor Freight with a 25% off coupon, and that didn't even make me happy.
True.
And I bought a pole saw.
Hey, I mean, that's kind of cool.
I even went out the same day and played with that pole saw, and I wasn't happy. I mean, it worked fun. It was like nice pole saw. But yeah, okay. Next rant. I found out that I cannot do things that I thought I could do before. So, like Blaise does, because I messaged him. I was like, I'm old.
Dude.
This sucks.
Yeah, dude. It's always I get reminded about that every day at track practice, just to be clear.
But,
someone asked me today, Bats, just to make you feel better. They're like, so like, what could you run? Like how fast could you run? I was like, all right, you know, like, because I'm teaching my kids about being on a track because we don't have one. So like, we finally got track usage, and we're out there. And I'm like, all right, you know, the quarter mile, the 1 lap race. I was like, yeah, I could run that in like under 50 seconds. And they're like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, like 48. You could probably, yeah. And they're like, no, but like really, I'm like, no, I could do it. And our fastest kid runs like a 52. And they're like, wait, what?
Crap.
And I was like, yeah. They're like, have you ever coached anybody faster than you? I was like, no. It's funny because like I sprint with them. Like I'll go and I'm gonna get slapped by some of them, but I'll go out there and I'll run with them. And we were sprinting the other day, and someone's like, "How do you do it?" And I was like, "I don't know, man. Like it's innate. It's in me." Like we were doing a ladder. We do 100, 200, 300, 400, 300, 200, 100, and I took the 300s off of running with them to go run with my 800 runner. And I would do the last 200 meters with him to push him. And I did that 4 times. So I did 1, 2, 4, 2, 1. But then I did like 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I did like 4 200s with him, maybe 3, maybe 5. And they're like, how do you do it? How do you do it? And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I
just want to throw a disclaimer out that for those of you that don't know, Blaise runs all the time. So
yeah, all the time.
This is the guy that I got to go think. I'm going to go run for like 2 hours.
There was a time a couple months ago where I was just heated, and I got off Discord. I was like, I'm going for a run, and they're like, wait, what? It's like 7 o'clock, and I was like, yeah. And they're like, didn't you say it's rain? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, didn't you say it was cold? Absolutely. And I went out there and I put in like 2.5 miles, just heated for no reason. And speaking of which, I got 25 more push-ups to do today. Because I'm doing 100. I'm doing 100 push-ups and 100 core every day for the rest of the month. You know, while you're ranting, I'm gonna go do push-ups. So you know, you do you, man.
It's not okay. So, anyways, it's not like running or working out because I do realize like running will kick my butt right now, but that's because I just have not been doing anything for a minute. But what I found out as to why that I feel old. So, anyways, the reason why we are doing the podcast today and not like our regular day is I had to do adulting stuff, right? So I had to do yard work and everything. And as I'm doing yard work, as Blaze brought up last week, we had a huge windstorm, which, I mean, yeah, I thought it was big. I was like, no big deal, you know. I lost power. I had to be down in my basement for like 6 hours with the generator and the sump pump, making sure it worked so my basement didn't flood. And I mean, I had to just explain it. I like dragged the generator out in like the pouring rain because it was buried in the garage. Because I was like, I don't use this thing anymore. Like, I'll just fill it up, start it up, have an extension cord run all the way down to the basement real quick, plug it in as water's like shooting up. So finally it starts going down. I was like, cool. 2 hours later, the generator runs out of gas. Of course, there's no power where I live, so I had to run all the way into town, 25 minutes away, go get gas. But I didn't realize that this storm was worse than it was, because where I live, there's like a town next to me, maybe 10, 15 minutes away. Oh, they was perfectly fine there. They had power, nothing wrong, nothing like that. I was like, oh.
You had what happened to me, dude.
I was like, so obviously we just have some shoddy poles somewhere or something like that. No. It took me, because I go to, for those of you that don't know, I go to work at like ungodly hours, 4 in the morning. Never see the daylight. When I come back in,
yeah.
too tired to notice anything. But so Saturday I'm driving around, right? And I was like, oh man, I mean, there were houses on trees. There were, because I live in a farm area, there were pole barns that were just down. The actual sign that says "Welcome to where I live" was blown 30 feet away, and I mean, this is like a 4x4 sign that had like reinforced metal stud. Like the metal studs were the only thing hanging up.
Jesus.
So, anyways, I'm doing my yard work, right? And I had to go into that because as I go around to the back, because I have my house and then a pole barn and a 3-car garage. As I go behind the 3-car garage mowing, I was like, why are there shingles on the ground?
Oh God, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the thing I was terrified when my power was out for 60 hours. We were like, the shingles are off my house, and my wife's like texting me. She's like, I think the shingles. There might be something wrong with them. I get home, I'm like, please, for the love of God, don't let me get on this roof, bro. Like, I do not want up there at all.
Well, this is my garage, so it's not as like important. But I'm like, crap. So I'm looking, and of course, I'm walking around the garage. I'm like, well, I don't see anything, but this is like a kind of a, there's like 6 or 7 shingles. So I'm like, this is a
this is a problem.
And I'm like, I'm looking at my neighbors' houses and everything, and I was like, there's no way it just like blew coincidentally. So then I'm like, shh, I gotta get the ladder. I go get the ladder out, and the way that this is it's like, so an incline like this, like straight incline, then it goes like that.
Yep.
So the incline is where it was at. So I'm like, okay, so I can, luckily I had like some spare shingles. I got up there, and I guess I could say I'm contorting myself to kind of like hang on the top like this while spread out trying to hammer. And I was like, you know, I don't think I was made for roofing. Like,
nah, dude.
But because I'm watching, because I was like, okay, I don't necessarily know how shingles go in place or anything like that. Yeah. So I watched a video real quick, and I'm watching these guys have these platforms, and I was like, oh, this platform would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't think I need to get one for like 7. So, 2 hours later, because, it's not just in one spot. It's literally me going from like over here to over there, down there, to like, I swear one of the points I was like, maybe if I just hang my feet at the top and I lay down, I can get to this bottom one.
I slide right on down afterwards. It'll be smooth sailing, so, no problems.
After all the struggle, I just was like, I have a whole pack of shingles. I'm just going to start laying them on and hammering them down, because in a couple months, I'm putting a metal roof on anyways. So who gives a shit?
Yep.
I was like, as long as there's no leaks, who really cares, right?
Yeah,
so
man.
because I had a whole bucket of roof nails and everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, Then I'm done, and I was like, I am sore. I don't know why I'm sore.
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm getting down, I realized that my pole barn gutters are full. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So then I was at the dilemma. I was like, okay, look, I can reach these gutters over here from
Yeah.
where I'm at now. And I don't have to get that because I'm already sore. And to put it in perspective, I wore shorts.
Yeah.
So, of course, my legs were all
Torn
scratched
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Word of advice. Anybody doing roofing, don't wear
Pants,
frickin'
bro.
shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Asking for trouble.
I get one side of the gutters, and then I was like, I start to go to the other side, and I went to climb up, and I was like, nope. My body has just denied all rights to climbing that ladder.
Yeah.
And I messaged Blaise and went, I am old.
Yeah, dude. When we bought this house, I was like super convinced. I'd convinced myself for Christmas I was gonna put lights up all the way around the house, and I was gratefully reminded of my childhood of climbing a ladder and it falling over, and it just lives like rent free in my head. Where I got like halfway up this ladder, and I was almost all the way up. It was like 3/4 of the way. And my roof's like 20 feet in the air. And I was like, I can't do it. Like, that's not happening. Not doing it. And I didn't. I said, nope, I'm good. Absolutely not. Nope.
Hey, well, I have a secret for you. They make these poles now that you could attach clips to and smack it onto your gutter and then put lights on it.
That'd be kind of sick. Maybe I need to look into that. I don't know.
I have it. It's pretty lit.
I have a system now, so I don't know if I want to, like, go through that, but maybe. We'll see.
He's like, I have pulleys. I just...
Yeah. No, I went and bought icicle lights, and I just hang them at the lower area, so it looks like there's icicles in the house, and that's sick, so we just go with that.
I do like icicle lights.
Speaking of other things that are pretty sick, we're getting a G.I. Joe set of skins for Smite, and they look good.
Oh, let's go.
We're also getting Ixchel as a God release tomorrow. Well, the showing of her in patch notes is tomorrow, I believe. She'll be out next week, I think.
See, I saw that.
I'm excited about
honestly, the G.I. Joe thing, but I thought they were saying it's like G.I. Joe but Smite, and I was like, that doesn't sound cool.
No. It's like I think it's like
I didn't
6
know it was a
skins.
skin
It looks
crossover.
really good.
Legit.
And then along with that, you know, you can't have an episode without some just ridiculous shenanigans. And Monster Energy has just, you know, been doing what Monster Energy does, and they sued Pokemon Company and Capcom over the use of the word monster. Now, they lost these, by the way.
I'm pretty sure Pocket Monster was out before the internet.
Oh, it was absolutely out beforehand.
Throw that out there.
But, you know, ridiculous. Apparently, they've been doing this for years.
I think Pokemon should countersue Monster, and I think they might win.
I think they might win. I mean, they have Pikachu, so saying that they like that takes them a long way there. And then to kind of wrap up some news things, I don't know if anybody follows Lofi Girl. I came across this today. It's a YouTube channel. They play lo-fi music, but like over the past day, I guess the past couple days, her cat's been looking at a blue window, and like she points out like, hey, my cat's looking at something in this animation. And then the blue window starts doing what people are thinking is like Morse code. And then you go like look it up, and there's like a website. It's like this whole ARPG thing, and it's super sick. But then her stream just goes off for a whole day, like it's gone. And people are like, wait, what's going on? And now it has been deemed, because there was a new thing that popped up today that's a bunch of synthwave music, and they're calling him Lo-Fi Boy with a puppy dog. And I think it's just super sick. Like, I was just, like, going through and reading some of the stuff about it today and just watching some of the animations, and it's really, really cool. So, shout outs to that. I mean, like, I find stuff when they do ARPG stuff pretty fun. So, I'll leave that there, you know. I think it's a good time. Good time.
I do have one thing, too.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 came out.
It did.
I haven't played it yet.
I haven't either. I've heard it's good.
Which
I have not played it, but I heard it's really good.
Which I wanted to say this story, but like this is how I somehow ended up with a PS5, believe it or not. It was because of Resident Evil 4. So me and my buddy, we share Microsoft accounts, right?
Yeah.
And like we always have, but he has an Xbox Series X. And I'm like, whatever. Well, he bought the new edition to Resident Evil 4, and I was like, I really want to play Resident Evil 4. I guess I'm gonna have to get a new Xbox Series X. So I'm looking at that, and I see $600, and I went, I don't think I really need an Xbox Series X. Well,
Nah,
right
dude,
underneath it had PlayStation for $400, Ragnarok series, and I was like, well, that is
that's a move.
I was like, well, and then I had a like an Amazon voucher for like $75, and I was like, well,
This is looking a lot more appetizing. Looking a lot better.
So really wanted to play Resident Evil 4. Instead, got a PS5 with God of War Ragnarok.
Hey, dude. Sometimes what you gotta do, you know.
All because I didn't want to pay $60 for Resident Evil 4. But that's a whole different topic, because we won't get like too far into this. But if you re-release a game, it should not be $60. I don't care who you are, what time you put into it. If I've played this game 3 times because they've remastered it, the original one, and it's been $60, why should the third one be $60?
I agree. I mean, I feel that differently about like Final Fantasy VII Remake, where they actually remade the whole game and it's not the same sequence of events and stuff. Like, I feel differently about that. But overall, like, I agree with what you're saying.
And it's nothing against Capcom, because they do good work. But it's like every time they re-release a game, because let's face it, you've had Resident Evil, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, now Resident Evil 4. Every single time it's been $60. And I do realize, I don't know about Resident Evil 4, but I know Resident Evil 3, and I think they did 2 as well. They redid the game to where people couldn't just do the regular speed runs and stuff like that. But that's because that's what the game was popular for.
Right.
And they made where there were different jump scares and everything like that. I haven't seen anything to where it says that Resident Evil 4 was different like that.
Right.
But at least give us gamers a break. We're not made of money.
Yeah, it's been rough out there. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the $70 price point. I've talked about that multiple times. I'm a big fan of the $60 price point. Like, I think that's a fair price for a AAA title. And
See,
them
my
trying to up
problem
the
is-
cost to 70, I'm like, like, I'm just gonna wait. Like, because in a month
Yeah.
I'm gonna be able to get it for $40, if not cheaper. So I don't a lot of times, like, I've really quit buying new games because of that. The only game I've purchased for myself brand new as of late is I went ahead and pre-ordered Diablo, because I know I'm gonna play the crap out of it.
Yeah, I know, I did that too.
But before that, I don't know,
and then
man.
they release that, if you beat the beta, you get a bag.
Yeah.
And I know that I would have like made
I
my
would have went
eyes
hard.
bleed.
I would have went hard,
Yeah,
but at the same time, like, it's the beta. Like, whatever.
But
It's a bag.
Here's here's my down point on the $60 game thing. So it was $60 when you had to go out and buy a CD. A CD I get. A CD you have to mass produce. It costs materials. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, don't
Now
get me
it's all
started on
digital
this.
Download.
Yeah, don't get
It's
me
all
started on that.
digital download.
I
It's the same price.
the fact that digital downloads are not cheaper than a disc with a case is mind-boggling to me. If you want people to download games more, then make it worth it. I still buy everything physical. I mean, like, you can't see it right now, but I mean, I have shelves of games. I still buy I bought Harry Potter for my wife digital, but like, I buy all my games physical. Like, I'm a collector. That's how I literally buy everything physical for my consoles, because there's no reason for me to buy digital. Like, there's just not, besides convenience, but I don't care about that.
Yeah. I see that it just drives me nuts that it's like, how can a hard copy be the same as a digital copy?
Yep. It's definitely frustrating, to say the least. Let's hop over. We actually, instead of a random question that I'm going to make up, we have one from Ash. And it says, do you watch the world of sports entertainment, wrestling? If so, what do you like about it? If not, why?
I'll be honest, I actually haven't watched wrestling in quite a long time.
I used to watch it when I was a kid.
Yeah. I used to watch it, and it was nice. It was fun. But I mean, I don't know. I guess not so much that like I grew out of it and got uninterested. It's just I don't have cable. I think cable is pointless. I don't see why I would waste money on it, because I don't watch a lot of TV. Like, first off, I hate commercials. I don't care what you say. I'm tired of commercials. I'm tired of their would it be called propaganda or subliminal messaging where like
You
you're
take you,
watching a
dude.
TV
Whichever
show.
one.
Well, no, it's just you're watching a TV show, right? You have it set at a certain volume, and because like if I'm watching in like Netflix, Hulu, or something like that, I'm the old fart that watches a couple episodes and I'm out by like 2 episodes in, and
Yeah.
I got to remember what episode I ended on so I could restart it and not miss my show.
Big facts.
Can't do that on cable because they make the commercials so damn loud.
Yeah.
And as soon as you're about to fall asleep, it's like, oh, your grass jet?
Yeah.
You're like, Shah.
Yeah, you're scared out of your mind.
I know I sound like agitated by it, but it's like that. It drives me nuts that why should I have to turn down my TV when a commercial comes on, especially when they've had like multiple lawsuits about that they're not supposed to be doing that.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that like it was a while ago because it was a big thing. Maybe 5 years ago, how people were like, why are my commercials louder than the actual show? And they make the show where you have to have your volume up to like 35.
Yeah.
Because you can't hear anything. And after that, I was like, I don't need cable. I got Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll, High Dive.
I feel that.
And it still comes out cheaper than paying for cable.
I hear you. I have cable. I understand.
I
don't watch wrestling anymore. I just don't find it interesting. It's just one of those things. Like I get why people enjoy it. They enjoy the story and all that. I personally just don't like it. And I like, for instance, like I know people are like John Cena's fans. I can't stand that dude at all. In fact, like he came up on like a commercial like ad thing on something I was watching today, and I just shut it off. I just closed the app entirely. I cannot stand him in any capacity.
See, I guess my whole thing with wrestling is like all the people that I like grew old.
Yeah.
So they're not in like, I was DDP, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know Sting shows up eventually and some of the stuff, but it was like to me, it's not the same as it was before.
No.
Like if you could be a diehard wrestling fan and yeah, you're still gonna like it, but like if you were attracted to something back in the day and it's definitely changed, it's gonna feel different to you. There's nostalgia effects and everything, but I mean, I liked it back in the day. Now I'm just like, yeah, it's wrestling.
I agree. All right, I'm gonna hop over to names of the week. We have a stone teddy bear. We are Poggin. Nick taking your cookie. Where's the peel? We had Mr. Salmon, Andy Jacks, I Malvoyance, Property of Anubis, and I Waifu in the same game. We have Swamp Man Dude. Swamp My Dude. I apologize. And then Swab decided to post the names in the chat, but not do them individually and post them all together to make things more difficult.
I remember that.
So we have Barry Berkman and Gary Gerkman. The Grongo. Loki Doki. The Kroger Man. Crunkaholic Big Farter XD. Then we have Biddies and Ballsack 69 in the same game. Kitty Bang Bang. Oh my God, Walnuts, like OMG Walnuts. McBald. Hugs for Free. Bad Not Good. Porta John and June Deere in the same game. Silly Not Goofy. George W. Cush. Bottom Toes. Try Me Nerd. Duncan Don't Nut 24/7. Hold on. Ash sent me one. Jute Likes Men and Leroy Jank. Big Daddy Tall and Uwu Ehego. How is that name allowed? I don't know. Then we had Get Noob Epic. Number one Badusi NA. There was another one here. Oh yeah, Brown Nose 69. That's the names of the week. There you go.
Dude, the uwu thing. I saw a streamer the other day that someone put uwu in chat, and they're like, "What is uwu? Why do people keep saying uwu? What is that?"
Yeah.
And I honestly to this day don't know if they were serious about it or not, but it was just so funny watching them freak out.
Other than that, That's pretty much it. You got any shout outs for the week?
Well, since I'm on camera and you can see it now, shout out to everybody who's listening, keeping this podcast going. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to hit is it stars on Spotify?
Dude, just rate the podcast. It helps us out. If you rate it, leave a comment. Like, it helps us with noticeability. If you're listening on YouTube, whether it's through my channel and you're watching the video right now, like, thumbs ups, comments help out. If you're doing it on the Up Your Experience profile because you just wanted the audio bit, same thing over there. Anything that's a review of any sort does help us out with visibility, and we do appreciate that.
And Blaise does read the comments.
I do. I respond.
And he'll relay, and we we always like feedback.
Yeah, even definitely when people give me weird feedback, I listen.
Shout out to new season for anime, because so far it has been fire. It has been like crazy. April releases so far have been just nuts.
It's been so good.
Thank you.
I think we're going to talk about anime next episode.
Interesting.
I think we're going to talk about anime next episode.
It'll be the next episode where Blaise and I finish each other's sentences because somehow our brains' wavelengths are on the same.
I was like, I need to start this. I said I saw this new anime. It's Hell something, and before I could even finish me saying something, Bats just goes Hell's Paradise, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that is what it is.
It's already got 2 episodes out. You only watched 1. You didn't even watch 1, did you?
No, because I'd been finishing Overlord.
And then season 3 of Shield Hero. Like, I still don't.
Wait, hold on. Wait, season 3's out right now?
It's releasing in April sometime. It's not out now.
God, bro, I gotta go finish season 2.
I thought it was. I know. That's why, dude. They already have the trailer. Like, the trailer's been out for a couple weeks.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Either.
I'll go finish season 2
first. But yeah, I mean, shout out to that, because all that content creator keeps that outlet open for people. Always liking new stuff. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, I would say the shout out, but Blaise is gonna say the shout outs anyways, so he can do the other shout outs that I would shout out to.
Shout outs to Baji for having me over there as a co-host. We've been having a good time over there doing some Smite conversations. If you want to go check out a Smite podcast, that is the place to go. Battlegrounds of the God, a Smite podcast. Along with that, I've had some listeners reach out about getting help in Smite game. If you're wanting help in Smite, learning the game and maybe mechanics, builds, pathing, whatever, feel free to reach out. I'm always 100% willing to help people learn. I've had I had at least one person reach out this week, but reach out, let us know.
You can always join the Discord too.
Yeah,
Blaise is usually in there.
I am. I'm here also, often.
The whole community in Blaise's Discord is always willing to help anybody out.
Yeah. That is the whole point. That is the point. Shout outs to Albion Giants League. I'm going to be casting some final sets in a couple weeks, possibly.
Let's go.
I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything about that. Honestly, whatever. What are they going to do? Ban me? Majin, come at me, dude.
Hey. Then how are we supposed to play for next split? Get out of here. Shush.
Anyways, shouts to Ash Basham and the Sippies for Senpai podcast. If you're wanting to keep up with the new season of anime, not through us, but through them, go check them out. They always put out great content. And then shouts to Guardians Mental Health and Dare Drops. I haven't been able to do as many Dare Drops as late just because of my schedule. And I guess I do want to touch on that right now. The schedule for the next month is going to be super wonky. I think podcast-wise will mostly be fine. Stream-wise, it's going to be weird. This coming weekend, I have Luke's birthday. Next week, I have Logan's birthday. Then I have championships for my county for track. And then we have regionals. Taking my wife to a Taylor Swift concert. But mid-May, everything will smooth out. So just know things are going to be a little weird over the next month or so.
I can't even forget about that, where you were online for how long for those tickets?
Bro, I don't want to talk about it.
Check it out. It's on a separate episode of the podcast.
Dude, yeah, it's true.
The site's down. Why can't I get on? Dude, that was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But anyways, let's get on out of here. Bye.
All right. See you, everybody.